Hello, my dear Hodhod friends. How are you doing today? I hope you all having a great day. Today, I'm going to tell you a great story. It's about a lion and a mouse. They were friends. Well, they became friends. But do you want to know how they met each other and befriended each other? Just follow me through this story and I will tell you all about it. Once upon a time in a faraway land, there was a mouse. The mouse lived in a beautiful big field. The field was full of grass. Every morning, the mouse would go out of his door to find berries and visit his friends. He would go to the field and he would find berries in there. One day, when he was in the field and after he had collected his berries, he was suddenly lost. He didn't know where he was. He knew that if he was taller, he could see, but he was a short mouse. So he searched to find a hill to go up there. He searched and searched and searched, and then he found a hill. You know, it wasn't really a hill, but the mouse was so small that anything would be a big hill for him. He climbed up the hill, and he went up there and he started to look. Suddenly, he saw his house. He was so happy, and he knew that he could get there before it was dark. When he was climbing down the hill, suddenly he sensed something. The hill was moving. What was it? It was a lion. The mouse was so afraid. So he tried to climb down the lion without bothering him, because the lion was sleeping, and he knew that if he would wake him up, he would be very angry. The mouse was climbing down the lion slowly and slowly, but suddenly he fell down and he made a sound. The lion woke up and he was so angry, but he didn't know what had wakened him up. So he said, "Who dares to wake up the king of the animals?" The mouse was so afraid, so at first he didn't say anything. He thought that maybe the lion wouldn't see him. But suddenly the lion saw him and said, "A little mouse had bothered me. I will eat you now." The mouse was so afraid. He said, "Please, lion, don't eat me. Please, I want to go back to my home." The lion said, "Give me a reason not to eat you. You had bothered me, and I'm so angry with you." The mouse said, "I will help you sometime." The lion laughed. "Well, how does a little mouse help a big lion? It's not possible, right?" The lion laughed a lot, and then he said, "How can a little mouse like you help me?" The mouse said, "Well, life's a journey. You'll never know what will come in your way. So just set me free, please, will you?" The lion said, "Okay, I will set you free only because you're funny, but I know that you will never help me." The mouse said, "Thank you," and he ran away to his house. Well, this story is not finished yet. I'll be back after a few moments and I will tell you what will happen. Welcome back. Now, if you remember, the lion had cut the mouse, and he told him that I will eat you. But the mouse begged him not to do so, and he told him that if you let me free, I will help you someday. The lion didn't believe anyway, but he let him free. The mouse went to his house, and he was so happy to be home. He ate the berries, and he thought about the lion. Days passed and passed, and every day, just like any other day, the mouse would go out and visit his friends and collect berries. He was so happy. One day, while he was sitting in his house, suddenly he heard a roar. What was it? He didn't know. Let me take you back a few minutes. The lion was roaming in the field. Suddenly, he thought that his paw is trapped in something. He looked and he saw a rope. The rope was so strong. The lion struggled very much to get out of the ropes, but it was no use. The ropes were only getting tighter and tighter. He was so afraid. He knew that the hunter is nearby, and he was trapped in the hunter's net. He started to roar. He roared and roared and roared, and all of the field was full of his voice. Everyone was so afraid. They didn't know what to do. They knew that the lion was trapped, but they didn't dare to go out. The mouse was not like them. He was little but courageous. He got out, and suddenly he saw the lion. He said to himself, I know that lion. The lion is the one who set me free. I have to go there and see if I can help him. He went to the lion. At first, the lion didn't see him, and he was still roaring and roaring, and he was struggling to get out of the ropes. But it was no use. Suddenly, the lion saw the little mouse. He told him, Get away from here. It's dangerous. They will come here in any minute. The mouse said, I'm not gonna leave you here. You're alone, and you helped me and you gave me my life back. So how can I leave you here? You're kind of my friend. The lion said, You have to go. A little mouse like you, how can you help me? The mouse said, Just say, I will see how can I do. He went to the ropes, and he watched them very closely. He knew that if he chewed the ropes off, it would work. You see, he had sharp teeth. So, he started to chew the ropes. Then, after some times, the lion looked to see what he was doing, but he saw that it was no use. He told the mouse, Just go, you cannot do it, you're a small mouse. You see how the lion belittled the mouse even when he's trying to help him? The mouse was tired, but he didn't give up. Well, do you want to know what will happen next? How can the mouse free the lion from the ropes? Just stay with me. I'll be back after a short break and I will tell you. Welcome back. Now, if you remember, the lion was trapped in a rope, and the rope was so strong that the lion could not get out of it. Suddenly, the brave mouse came to help him, but the lion belittled him and told him, You're not strong enough to get me out of here. The mouse did not give in, and he chewed and chewed and chewed. Now let's see what will happen next. The lion was still whining, and he was so afraid that the hunter would come in any minute. But the mouse was determined, and he chewed the ropes. Suddenly, the lion felt that the ropes are coming looser and looser. He said, "Yes, mouse, you're trying so good. Do it, just let me free." The mouse saw that the rope is coming off. So he chewed and chewed and chewed until the lion was free. The lion was so happy and so surprised. He was about to run away, but then he saw that the mouse was so tired that he couldn't even walk. So he smiled at the mouse and said, "My little friend, come up. I will just take you to your house." The mouse appreciated it very much, and from that time they became friends. Even now, they're still great friends, and every day they hang out at the field and they laugh with each other and share food with each other. They are so happy. Well, did you like today's story? I hope so. I think that it was so beautiful, and it was about a strange friendship between a lion and a mouse. Well, we're not finished here. I'll be back after a short break, and I will tell you about the morals of the story. Welcome back. Well, I'm here with the lessons of the story. This story had a lot of lessons. First, you have to know that you should always stand up against a bully. You see, at first, the lion was a bully, and he always wanted to belittle the little mouse. It wasn't a good thing to do. The lion thought that he was so strong, so he can do anything that he likes. But the mouse was a kind one, and he was stronger mentally. You see, it's more important to be strong mentally than physically, because then you can defy any enemies. You saw that, how humble and kind the little mouse was. Even if the lion bullied him, he helped him and he stayed to his promise. You see, it's very important to fulfill our promises, especially when we give it to other people. We must always fulfill the promises that we give to God, because you must know that God will always reward us. So, remember, always stand up against the bully, and always be kind when you see that they had changed. Also, you should keep your promises. Now, is anyone bullying you at school? If they do, try to defy them with good thinking. And if you see that they are so aggressive, tell your parents and your teachers, and they know how to deal with them. Well, did you like today's story? I hope so. I think that it was a delightful story with lots of lessons in it. I will miss you so much, but I know that I will see you next time at this time right here. So don't forget to tune in. You can visit our site at hodhodenglish.tv, and you can visit our pages in Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, and YouTube. You can find us at Hodhod English TV. I will see you this time tomorrow. Until then, take care of yourselves, and so long, my friends.